Hello, beautiful people. This is me. I'm your host, and today I'm gonna show you how did I achieve this look using the Salted Caramel palette from Too Faced. So if you're curious, please keep on watching. Recently, Too Faced, they released few holiday palettes. So they have their pumpkin palette, they have this one and one more. However, I decided to pick up this one because you have 6 beautiful shades, and yes, they are very pigmented. I already wore this in another video, so I can easily post it somewhere, but the pigmentation of the colors, it's wonderful. Let's say the colors which you see, that's the color which you're gonna get. I didn't have any issues with falling out, but if you're not sure about it, just use tape off the excess. So yeah, look at it. You cannot really go wrong with this shade. And if you take a look, you have, let's say, your transition shade, you have couple mattes and glitters. And by the way, the palette does smell like salted caramel, so you can smell it when you're gonna apply it. However, without further ado, let's just move on to the tutorial. Currently, my face is shiny because I put moisturizer. That's the Shimmer Manuka Honey and Yogurt Glow Getter Press Serum Moisturizer. I spoke about it earlier. It's a thicker moisturizer, but it does hydrate and it's gonna make your skin nice and plump, and you really is gonna feel the moisture. But what I'm gonna put afterwards are some of my everyday makeup, so I'm not gonna spend too much time about it. The main focus is the palette, so I'm gonna speed through it. I'm gonna start with the primer, which is the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base, and yes, I do like it. It has it's called a whippy texture, and it does feels pores and make your skin smoother. I'm looking down because I have a mirror, so it's easier for me. The next item is gonna be the foundation from Soap & Glory. That's their Kick Butt Foundation. All their wear 24 hour. I do like it and I already repurchased this item. So I'm gonna use the Real Techniques Expect Face Brush number 200. Now I'm looking way better. I'm gonna use the, where are you? I'm gonna use the EcoTool sponge to remove excess of the product and make it look way prettier. For the concealer, it's True Match Super-Blendable from L'Oreal. Currently, they have a new concealer. It's, I don't remember the name of it, but a few years ago, L'Oreal, they were having their Visible Lip Concealer, which was wonderful. It comes with a brush at the end, but later on got discontinued. So now, the new one, hopefully, is the remake of that one. So yes, I'm waiting when the new concealer is gonna come to the States so I can try it out. As a base, I'm gonna use the Essence Eye Color Intensifying. What does it do? This is like a concealer but for your lids, meaning it's gonna even out the skin tone and it's gonna help your eyeshadow, and also it's gonna make the color pop. But talking about the colors, so I'm gonna use the Salted Caramel. That's one of my newest palettes. It comes with 8 different shades. I already used this in my previous video, so if something, I can easily link it up somewhere on the screen so you can check it out. Okay, what can I use? Alright, so let's just go again. So here we go. Those are the shades. So you have like pinkish and purple, and there is a lot of oranges. I'm gonna use the light color all over my eyes as a base and also as a blending shade. So I'm gonna apply it underneath my eye, and also you can go all over your lid. And yes, it does smells like caramel. I'm gonna use this shade on my lid and this one in the crease. No, this one, here we go. So those 2 shades. And yes, the colors are really pigmented, so you're gonna have a good payoff and not too much fallout. To make it easier, take the color from the palette, tap off the excess and then apply to your eyelid. if you want, you can even wear you can even do one color look using one shade. Just make sure you're gonna soften out the edges so there will be no difference between the lines when one color starts and the other one ends. Okay, so if I really want to, I can just stay like this, but now I'm gonna apply to the other eye. I'm gonna use the small number 7 brush to apply underneath my eyes to create the shadow and also a more prettier look. Okay, so I use this shade on my lid and underneath, and I'm gonna go for the darker one in the crease. Here we go. I'm gonna use the Essence Eye Blender brush. And I'm gonna use at the end to make that nice shadow and also go in the crease. At this point, just keep blending, blending, blending till you're gonna achieve the result which you want. I'm gonna go back with this shade on the top just to clean it out and making sure there is no harsh edges. Yeah, also I'm gonna apply the light shade in the corner of my eyes just to brighten up. With the clean brush, I'm gonna go over just to make sure the eye look is clean. That's the eye look which I achieved using the Salted Caramel palette. I also put a brown eyeliner from Physician Formula, and I'm gonna apply the rest of my face. On my eyes, I have the eyeliner from Physician Formula, the little black primer from ESTEE, and the Great Lash Mascara from Maybelline. And what else can we do? I'm gonna go with the black eyeliner in my waterline. This one is Infallible from L'Oreal. I like it, and this become my new staple because it does stays in your waterline. For the brows, it's the Brow Stylist from L'Oreal, which comes with a tiny brush, so I'm gonna just brush it through my brows. Yep. For the powder, I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier loose setting powder, and I think it's and highlighting brush from Sonia Kashuk. As I mentioned before, because the brush says, oh, it has to be used with this, it doesn't really have to. You're the one who directs what you're gonna use the brushes for. Also, I'm gonna apply the powder on my T-zone, so I'm not gonna shine too much. For the highlight, I'm gonna use the Visible Lift Serum Tint in Rose. It says it's serum tint, but it's like a glowy cream which I use as a highlight, and it's not too much color, it's very sheer, but it looks natural. For the blush, I'm gonna use Laura Geller Pink Buttercream. That's their Baked Blushes. So it's a mixture of colors. The nice thing about this brush, it's angle, so it's easier to apply. Since we have kind of a bright eyes, I'm gonna go really soft on the lips, and this is Clinique Black Honey. That's one of their famous lipsticks, which, yes, it looks dark, but it's up to you how you're gonna, how many layers you're gonna put it on, because based on that you're gonna get the either sheer or a big payoff. It's very comfortable, and you can easily build up the color to make it more deeper. I only have on me maybe like 1.5 of a swipe. That's the finished look using the Salted Caramel palette. Hopefully you enjoy it, and I see you next time. Bye!